One take, one shot. This is the SmackDown review where I watch it immediately following the episode and I tell you what my raw, visceral reaction is. That way I can't watch some other YouTuber and tell you what I thought. I'm going to tell you something, I don't know what it was, but I actually kind of enjoyed this SmackDown, and I know it was a pre-taped, and not a lot of things happened, but for whatever reason, I didn't hate it. In fact, I kind of just, it flew by. Never mind. I know why it flew by and why I enjoyed it. There was no commercials. I'm not even joking here. I watched it, either I have a VPN, and this is where I would talk about my VPN sponsor if I had a sponsor, or I flew to Australia. One of those two things happened, and I didn't watch any commercials. I literally just press play and on Netflix, and that's telling. Without the commercials just bogging it down, I know commercials have to happen, but sometimes WWE does overkill it. Without the commercials bogging it down, even a so-so show was actually really good. I thoroughly enjoyed myself on this SmackDown, and not a lot of things happened, and there was even things that I didn't even like. The main event was fine, but it ended horribly. And I'm still yeah, not bad. It just flew by. It just flew by. I think because I watched SmackDown in an hour and 10 minutes tonight. That's probably the reason. Well, let's talk. What do you want to talk about? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, by George, he entertained me today. He gave a promo that I liked. Cody Rhodes entertained me. Cody Rhodes showed up as the Cody Rhodes that I have been begging for about a year now. Saying Cody Rhodes is boring, Cody Rhodes is lame. Cody Rhodes can only be entertaining when he's standing across somebody who is more entertaining than him. But not tonight. Not tonight. Tonight, Cody was in the ring by himself, or with Nick Aldis, when Nick Aldis came out, and Cody still thumbs up Cody Rhodes. I actually was entertained by his promo, and he was in 2 segments, and the other segment was entertaining as well. I was dumbfounded that I was okay, Cody, let's go. I know. You guys there's going to be people out there just telling me how trashy SmackDown was, and it was boring, it was lame, and you know what? I'm not a guy that is only going to just be WWE sucks just because I feel that's what all the cool kids are saying. But I'm also not going to be the guy that says, oh, WWE is awesome and amazing all the time just so I can get my reaction on WWE TV. I'm not saying that's what people do. Please don't accuse me of pointing anybody out. I'm not. Literally, nobody is in my head. But yeah, I don't praise it just to praise. I mean, go look at my last three videos or reviews. I definitely was not praising the product. But tonight, I gotta be honest. I liked it. I actually liked it, and I liked Cody Rhodes. If this was the Cody Rhodes I started seeing, I'll tell you what, I'd be maybe Drew doesn't need the title. Just kidding. Drew needs the title. But I would love for this Cody to just stick around. I saw the Cody tonight that left the WWE because they gave him a stupid Stardust gimmick, even though I did kind of like Stardust, not gonna lie. And then he went on the indie scene and reinvented himself, created AEW, left AEW, came waltzing back as a megastar, and then beat the Tribal Chief. This Cody Rhodes, that's what I saw tonight. That's what I liked. He was good. Let's get into the whole show. Damian, and again, not much happened, but it was still fun and entertaining. Damian Priest came out. And I realized that this was the first time Damian Priest has been allowed to come out into the ring and cut a promo in a very long time. That it wasn't like he was reacting to someone. He came out to talk, right? He paid homage, respect to John Cena, and then he started talking. And he said, Zelina and Aleister Black, they're in my rear view mirror or something like that. But then Zelina comes out. And Zelina's like, oh, what are you talking about? You had to go get your mommy to help you, which she's not wrong. And thank God she's alive because of that botch last week. Ooh, still nightmares on that one. Zelina Vega got folded, literally folded the wrong way with a match last week. I'm just glad she's okay. People make mistakes. I'm not like, this isn't me saying, oh, fire Rhea Ripley. This is me saying, oh, thank God Zelina's okay, because botches happen and whatever. I don't understand where Zelina's coming from, where she says, see, Damian Priest, we made you bend your morals. I don't understand what morals did Damian Priest ever bend. I don't see any morals that were bent. However, that said, she's like, but you still got to deal with us. But even more importantly, you got to deal with him. So I don't know why she's like, you got to deal with us, but more importantly, you got to deal with him. I think that was like, she worded that weird. Aleister Black's music hits, and then from behind, Damian Priest is attacked. He will be put through a table. They made Damian Priest look strong here, even though he's the one that went through the table. And then later, we'll have another attack where Damian Priest is like, he gets kicked into like a steel garage door, and he does that thing where he's like having a seizure with his eyes. So yeah, that was Damian Priest. So if I recall their match they had, their first match was the night before SummerSlam. SummerSlam's in August. We're in December. This feud has been going on for 6 months. It's not that hot, right? It's not that hot, and honestly, it's even been going longer than 6 months because their first match was before SummerSlam, so there was lead up to that. I don't understand what we're doing here, why this feud like deserves to be going on as long as it has been. And like, so like, we need to wrap this up or look, something. I don't understand why. It's not that interesting. This isn't Rock Austin, you know? But yeah, so we need to, like, they need to move on. Throw Aleister Black in the main event scene. Throw Damian Priest in the main event scene or something. Maybe how about this? Let Drew McIntyre beat Cody, and then those two, Damian Priest and Aleister Black, they can go after the title. We have a really cool triple threat program going on there. But regardless, we got Aleister Black beating up Damian Priest. Lash Legend and Nia Jax, they are so entertaining. I am shocked and amazed with how good Lash Legend is. She's only been doing this for 3 years. I don't know if she was a wrestling fan, but I do know that she did not strive to be a wrestler. So for her to, she has her character down, the promos down, timing in her promo, sarcasm in her promo, timing in the ring, just power in the ring, just like knows when to sell, knows when to hit, like, just, she's great. And Nia Jax is doing great work with her, because Nia Jax has done this thing where she's been kind of sarcastic lately for, like, the last year, but she doesn't have anyone to play off of. So for the Bougie Bully and Nia, they are an amazing duo. What I did not like, though, is they beat Asuka and Kairi. They beat Asuka and Kairi. I don't think this was needed at all. I don't like when the champions take the L, especially, well, I mean, if the champions take the L and they lose the belt, then fine. That's just, them's the breaks. But not letting the champions not defend the belts and then lose. Like, a non-title defense, the champions are losing. Why would we do that? The women's tag team division is actually stacked right now. Why would we do that? I mean, call up Zarya and Sol Ruka if we're really that desperate to make someone lose to Lash and Nia. At least then it's like, it's the main roster and the NXT. I know that's sacrilege saying that Sol Ruka should have lost, but like, I don't get the champions. The champions should not have lost. Make it Lyra and Bayley then. Make it, I don't know, someone else. Someone else should have taken the loss. Or Or we could have done a triple threat with Kyrie, Lash Legend, or Nia and Charlotte. A triple threat, and you could have like Nia and them win there. I don't like the champions losing. That's across the board. Don't let a non-title defense. There was nothing build up. Plus, the Kabuki Warriors are like. Rhea and Io have a big, huge match on the first Raw of the year, and we're making the Kabuki Warriors lose? Like, why? Why? We can build up Lash and Nia, who looked amazing, without making your champions look like chumps. And Kyrie and Asuka have been doing some of the best work of their career. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Have them beat up B-Fab and Meacham. I know, they're in a program themselves. We'll talk about that in a second. But, like, yeah, I just don't think this was a good decision at all. But that said, the match was entertaining. It was a good match. I just don't like that the champions lost. But Lash and Nia, great stuff there. We do the Cody Drew home invasion. So if you hadn't seen this on social media, Drew McIntyre and Nick Aldis had a powwow, and they came to an agreement, kind of, sort of, where it was like, if you apologize and do it fine, I'll let you have a match with Cody. And Drew's like, no, I want a stipulation that he can't touch me because this is an unsafe work environment. And then Cody came in. Cody entered the house, just like Drew entered the tour bus, which Cody views as a home. Cody then entered Drew McIntyre's property, his home, and they attacked. Now, they did cut stuff out, and it was obvious that it was edited, but whatever. It was still kind of cool. Home invasion. I wish it would have been... It was no Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brian Pillman, but it was still nice to see Cody with that fire. With the fire. And we do come back, and Nick Aldis made it seem like Cody wasn't in the building, but Cody was in the building. Cody's in the building. He comes out and he's like, first he is all smiles. And I'm like, oh, Cody, I need some fire, Cody. But after the smiles and the what do you want to talk about, we did get fire, Cody. And then Nick Aldis comes out. He's like, Cody, you should have just trusted the system. I was working for you, but now I have to do this. And Cody's like, if I touch him, fine, whatever, I don't care. Nick Aldis, I work for them, and I'm the champion. Nick, you work for me. Love that. Does it make sense? Debatable. But I like Cody with some edge and not just like, sir, yes, sir, let me win a merit badge. I love attitude. Some attitude here. Yes. Cody Rhodes, very, very entertaining. I was shocked. I was like, what is happening here? Why am I actually just entertained right now? So, good stuff. I need that energy. Multiple weeks, though. We can't, this is the first time in a long time that Cody by himself has just been entertaining, so it's an anomaly right now. But if he can do this next week and the following week, then we're on a roll. And let's go. But Drew McIntyre, he's gonna be here next week, so let's see. Hopefully Drew does that thing where he's very provoking, and I don't know. He should even get on the bus again, or he should spray paint Cody's bus, or break a window on the bus or something like that. Cody can't touch him. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it hurt. Let's make Cody hurt now with how bad he wants to beat up Drew McIntyre. But good stuff there. The Miz is gonna face Joe Hendry next week. Julia beats Elba Fire. This is an interesting choice of a feud. Julia's a heel. Kiana James, she's a heel. Nobody really likes her. We're booing her. She's Kiana James is Julia's manager. That doesn't even make that much sense. Elba Fire and Chelsea Green. It's I just don't understand. Julia won, which I'm happy for, but I don't know why we're doing heel versus heel here. Unless we're just is Chelsea is she a face now? I don't know. But Chelsea's always a joy to watch. The Wyatts cut a vignette promo, and it was good. I think I said this on the live stream. I think Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, might have Rhea Ripley syndrome in that Rhea Ripley, when she goes into a live microphone, she sucks. All right, she's just not good. Okay, maybe she doesn't suck, but she's very she's just not that good. All she can say is "mommy's on top," and that's about it, right? But when she does a backstage pre-tape vignette, it's really good. It is really good. And that's what it was for the Wyatts here too. It was a really good promo, but last week they sucked. All right, it was just so-so. So maybe Bo Dallas just can't be out in the ring, and neither can't Rhea Ripley. Either way, let's keep going. Oh, but that Cody Rhodes Drew McIntyre home invasion angle, go check it out. Go really check it out. That was good. Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes, excuse me, they fought DIY. It was, you know what? A good match. I even thought for a second they were gonna let Carmelo Hayes lose. I would have died. I would have died on air. But good match. I don't got much to say here other than I'm really, really hoping that this leads to Carmelo Hayes becoming champion. Tama Tonga, though, is still in the background looming. Maybe Tama Tonga gets his shot. Ilya wins. And then Carmelo Hayes wins. I wouldn't mind that at all. And then we go to Jade. She cuts a promo with I think Kathy Kelly or Jackie Redmond, one of the two. First they were talking to Charlotte and Alexa, excuse me, and they were like, Nia and Lash don't look past us. But then they left, and then we can't get a word, Jade Cargill. And Jade's like, you know what? It's the season. I'll give you something. And so she cuts a promo a little bit saying, how she's going to make Meacham relevant. Meacham does attack her. B-Fab pulls her off, which is weird. And Jade's like, I'm going to get you. I don't like this. I don't like Jade kind of I don't know why once you become a top player, you have to go through Meacham. It's weird to me. They don't treat her really as a threat. I mean, if you want Meacham to be good and great, then let her start getting some W's. But don't put her in the program right this second with the champion. Jade should be dominating. She should be dominating people right now and in better programs. But I do like Jade's cocky attitude. They just gotta write her stories. She has the personality, she has the look, she has the championship. Just write her actual stories with credible threats. Then we do the MFTs versus Solo Sikoa's, that's the MFTs versus the Wyatts. It's JC Mateo, hate that name, and Tonga Loa, 10 out of 10 SmackDown, Tonga Loa wrestle tonight. And then the Wyatts. Joe Gacy actually did impress me tonight. Joe Gacy, he's the guy with the pig mask. He did a really good job tonight. But overall, I didn't like the finish because it was just a breakdown. It was just a breakdown of let's fight, let's see what the tall guys can do, and then let's have our leaders beat up the leaders. So it just broke down to a double DQ. Not a fan. They should have put the double DQ in the middle and figured out a better matchup at the end. But Cody looked good. It just skated by. It's the ads. The ads just so kill the momentum. I understand ads are necessary, but I don't understand why they kill the momentum as much as they do. Maybe there's too much, maybe they're too long, or maybe if the show is not awesome, then the ads just are going to hinder it, so we maybe just write better. Whatever the case may be, I didn't get ads, and this show flew by for me. Didn't move the needle, so I'm just going to give it a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chops. I personally enjoyed it, but it wasn't I can objectively tell you it wasn't a great show, but who cares? If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I enjoyed it. 7 chops. I did yawn, I think 4 or 5 times, but, I'm going to yawn. I'm going to yawn. Haters going to hate, chops going to yawn. All right, boys. All right, girls. Thank you so much, and, yeah. All right, I'll see you tomorrow for hot takes. Don't leave a hot take. Make it a spicy take. Even if it's not about tonight's SmackDown, make it something. I don't care. Just make it spicy. See you, bye.